Now you take some.
Oh. It's so tasty, too.
Good morning. Welcome to the Howdy Boomy podcast. Today is Wednesday. It's the 5th of June. You know, they say if you want to know what the good old days were like, just turn off the air conditioning. But I remember as a kid in the 50s, your mother gave you a little shopping list, a couple things. And you went down to the local grocer. There were not a purveyance of big supermarkets back then. And you got what was on the list. He wrote on a paper bag what the cost was of each. So she knew how much change you were supposed to get. And that's how you went shopping. Well, supermarkets have made it much more easier. And the experience is not quite as homey as it used to be, but it's much more efficient. A wider selection, a great system, a great country. I went to Walmart to buy some deodorant. It was locked up. So I found the girl who would help me. She unlocked it, got out 2 cans of deodorant, locked it up again. Then she put the 2 cans of deodorant, or attempted to, into a very sturdy plastic box that I was supposed to take with me when I checked out. The cans didn't quite fit in there. She had trouble, so she had to check me out then. I still had no idea what the hell I was supposed to do with this box or what was going on. But it was locked up. A ton of stuff was locked up. And I'm thinking to myself, here I am in the Western New York area, which is not really overrun a lot by illegal aliens. But imagine New York City or Chicago or Los Angeles or San Francisco, where everything is locked up because of theft, because of the crime being brought over the border by this administration. Cops are being shot, doesn't matter. You and I do it, we're going to jail. It's just amazing what these people are getting away from. And I'm trying to think to myself, why, oh why, would a president of the United States allow this to happen? Well, number one, Joe Biden has no clue what's going on. But number two, power. Remember at the State of the Union address, Joe Biden addressed them as illegal aliens. And the next day in a television interview, he immediately corrected that by calling them undocumented. So they're sending them by the thousands, the tens of thousands, to sanctuary cities, where the Democratic mayors, as sure as hell, are getting them documented. What does documented mean? Who knows? But they're giving them some type of ID. Why is that? There's an election coming up. As that I'm sitting here right now speaking to you, there will be at least 1 million votes cast for Joe Biden by illegal aliens. They're voting illegal aliens in Washington, D.C. as we speak. We know how well that city's being run. That's what's happened to this country. It's just an amazing situation where if you love this country, go by the Constitution, go by the rules, you're on the outside looking in. And now Joe Biden has come out with an executive order, which means nothing. It's so flimsy, it's so transparent. Nothing is going to happen, but it's an election year. And he's got to look like he's doing something because he knows he's getting his ass kicked in the polls on the border area, border security, the mayhem that it's causing. It's sort of amazing that for years he said he couldn't do anything, it had to be Congress. And all of a sudden he can. And absent in all this is a voice that basically started this fiasco. And we haven't heard from in quite a while. Barack Hussein, where's he been at? He realizes the policies that's going on, which are an extension of his will, are a disaster. Barack Hussein, thank you for what you've done to this country. Joe Biden, every day, as the law, gets older. Take a look at Joe Biden when he was inaugurated, and take a look at him now. He can barely walk a straight line. He has to be ushered off the stage. He can barely comprehend what's going on when in a question and answer situation, which he's avoiding. Every day you get older. It's the law. I don't know who's running this country. It's not him, but the power. He's a power-hungry individual, always was. That's what's keeping him going. You think you have pressure on your job? How'd you like to be the DA or the prosecutor of Hunter Biden, the judge in the Hunter Biden case? You realize that the First Lady is sitting there looking at you. Family is looking at you. The press is looking at you. The same press that daily vilified Trump during his trial is now lost. You don't hear anything about it. I wonder why that is. What a sham. The hijacking of our judicial system, the weaponization of our judicial system, the absolute idiocy at the border. What the hell is going on? We can change this November 5th, the ultimate vote. Make sure you vote. I don't care how you vote, but just make sure you vote. Watch the Howdy Boomy podcast on the Howdy Boomy channel on YouTube. The Howdy Boomy Show. Truth, justice, the American way. HowdyBoomy.com. Boomer Gifts. A great gift, remembrance of D-Day, the greatest generation. God bless you. God bless America.